One day I'm cooking up, I take a break to go on my phone, I see in the timeline, Kavo posts a new snippet, and I turn the sound on, I hear my tag. And that's when I realized, okay, I do have something people want to hear. I came to the realization of that when I went to Potomac State in West Virginia, and everyone that I lived with in my dorm hall was all from DC, Maryland, Virginia, including my best friend from Southeast DC, shout out Zero. And so they had put me on to DMV music, and before then I hadn't been hip, but when they got me hip, I found what would be my musical home. I first got locked in with K Supreme through my good friend Young Glizzy, one of my day one producer friends. Shout out Young Glizzy, man. And he had sent some of them off to K Supreme, and we ended up getting one of the first beats we did. Glizzy sends it back to me. I'm cranking it in the car all the time. It's going crazy, of course. One day, a couple days later, I'm in the car on the way to the dispensary, just scrolling through Instagram, and I saw K Supreme post something, decided I comment lyric from the hook of the song we just did. You want to go outside and have some fun. And it was so funny, he immediately messaged me directly and was like, how do you know that song, bro? That song's not out, it's unreleased, how do you know that? I said, man, me and Glizzy both co-produced on that. And he said, oh, word, and we exchanged info, and we've been locked in ever since. So being an artist at the same time as making beats, it definitely is an advantage. I started out making beats so that I would have something to write over. I was majoring in creative writing and English in college, and always thought that I was going to end up being like an English teacher, an English professor or something, and until I found making beats and kind of just took off with that.